Hi, so I am going to do this video because I've been wanting to do a book video for quite some time and I just haven't got the chance to do it. So I'm seeking the opportunity. So I got all these books right here that I want to talk about. Look how beautiful they are. And I picked up this adorable little pumpkin, as you see in my thumbnail. Such a cute little baby pumpkin that I got today. And um yeah, so I'm gonna jump into it in a second, but right now I could smell the apple crisp that I'm baking in the oven and I'm just like so completely thrilled about it. I'm actually kind of in, what's the word you can say? I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm kind of avoiding working on a project that needs to be done by November 3rd, actually before November 3rd, for my mother's memorial. And I'm having a really hard time with it. Really hard time getting motivated to do it. And I'm sure you can imagine the reasons why. But so I'm finding all these little things that are making me excited to get me feeling better and hopefully motivated. So first of all, I've got my pumpkin cream brew that I got today. So in no particular order, well, maybe I will do a particular order. I'll go biggest book to smallest. So I got this for my birthday. I actually bought it for myself. I had a gift card from a refund on Amazon, so I picked it up. This is Aurelio Voltaire's Gothic Life. This is an absolutely gorgeous book. There's his lair in the back. I would be completely ecstatic, nervous, but ecstatic if he were to come to where I live and do a book signing, because I know that he was doing book signings at Barnes and Nobles and different places where he was doing concerts, but I don't think he's going to make it out this far. The furthest he'll probably go is probably Seattle, and I can't get up to Seattle, so. But it would be cool, you know. But this book, this is basically the stack is what I'm going to be reading this fall and into winter, because let's be realistic, I can't read all these books in the fall. But anyway, just to give you an example of how cool it is, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And the inside cover is the same, like that. I just love the cover of it. It makes me so happy. But there's so many cool things in this book. I've just made a small dent in it. I'm on page 70. And how many pages are there? 206? Yeah, 206. So look at that. I mean, there's so many cool things in this book. There's even recipes, you know, Gothic decor ideas. And what I love, sun is really bothering me. What I love so much about this book is that Voltaire is like, I don't care, you know, do what makes you happy. If you like pink and hippie Gothic stuff or happy Gothic stuff, you know, whatever makes you happy. And, you know, he just says, go with what you like, what brings you joy, basically. So there's that. A second biggest book that I want to share, I actually picked this up about an hour ago at Hagen, which is a local grocery store that we have here. Here, that's like a specialty grocery store that has a lot of really cool things and baking and cooking things. And this is the Bridgerton Book of Afternoon Tea. It's unofficial Bridgerton book. Over 75 scandalously delicious recipes inspired by the characters of the hit show and books, because I know they're books as well. But look how beautiful this is. I love the artwork on it, and I almost didn't get it because like I was like at the last of my money and I was like, I shouldn't spend money on this. I don't need another book. But I kept going back and looking at it, and then I was like, I need to go back. I need to go back. Oh my goodness, I even realized that the spine is like this rose colored, it's hard to tell. It's like a rose colored shiny. That makes me super happy. I didn't even realize that. That's one thing about books that have either a beautiful spine, of course, a beautiful cover, or beautiful pages that are shiny like gold or silver. It just makes me so happy. It's one of my favorite things. So anyway, look at it. It's so lovely. I haven't got a chance to flip through it yet, so you're doing this with me. Um, so cool. Look at the characters. Look, that's so funny. Cressida Cowper. Oh, that's so great. I'm so excited. This is going to be fun. So, it talks about afternoon tea with the Tong, and it's got just, it's aesthetically such an aesthetically pleasing and beautiful book. I just want to show you guys what it looks like. So, I'm just going to do a quick like flip through. Just look at this. Oh, so pretty. It just makes me want to go to a fancy tea party. And like, this is like stuff they had in their home. Like, I mean, in the show, but this would be like normal stuff just available for guests. And then fancier stuff like for parties and such. But it's just so pretty. I just love it so much. And I'll probably never make anything out of here. I shouldn't say that. I really shouldn't say that because I've been baking more. But a lot of the stuff I may not make, but I just, the idea of looking at how beautifully it's presented, and I just really like it. I can't wait to dig into it and look at it. But I want to show you a little bit more detail. A page that had, or was it the characters, because I thought it was kind of funny. The elegant tea, there's Daphne Bridgerton. The eccentric tea, Queen Charlotte. The opera tea, Sienna Rosso. The gentleman's tea, the Duke of Hastings. A society tea inspired by Lady Whistledown, my favorite character. A lovesick tea, Penelope Featherington. A partisan tea, Madame de la Roy. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And a confidant's tea, also by Lady Danbury. And then on the other page, we got a tipsy tea, inspired by Lord Featherington. Floral tea by Lady Featherington. Feminist tea, Eloise Bridgerton. Punchy tea, Will Mondrick. Rebellious tea, Maria Thompson. A bitchy tea, Cressida Cowper. Curious tea, Benedict Bridgerton. And Fireside tea, Violet Bridgerton. It just makes me so happy. So nice, such a nice book. I cannot wait to look at this one. I went to go check my apple crisp. It smells so amazing. Like, I could smell it from out here when I walked in. I was like, oh, it just smells like autumn. It smells like fall so much. I'm just so happy. Anyway, the next book is a book that I'm currently reading. I'm actually doing it with a book club. I've never done a book club before. So I was excited to join an online book club with Morgan Long and her Patreons. So I'm really excited about this. I am almost halfway through. I can't say, well, whatever Goodreads says, it was like 40% or 45%. But I read some more since then, so I'm probably halfway through now. It kind of looks like I'm halfway through. Um, but look at the spine. It's my favorite color, purple. Um, the story attracted me, but the cover attracted me of this book the most. Like, I know Darling Desi and Morgan Long both shared this on their channels, and I was instantly attracted to it because who doesn't want to live here? Who does not want to live in this beautiful, beautiful place with the forest behind you and a garden and a beautiful little town by the sea. The setting of this book is just so, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just like a breath of fresh air. And there's one thing I want to read you guys from this book that I absolutely adore this. I, um, so here goes. It wasn't that she didn't like people, or speaking of the main character named Kyla. It was only that she liked books more. They didn't fuss or judge or mock or reject. They invited you in, fluffed up the pillows on the couch, offered you tea and toast, and shared their hearts with no expectation that you do nothing more than absorb what they have had to give. Isn't that just like the perfect description of books? To me, it is. Like, it just makes me really happy. That's perfect. Just so perfect. Anyway, so I'm enjoying reading this. It's fun and kind of funny and cute. It's completely different from my last read, but that's okay. I don't always have to have exciting adventures. I can have quaint, cute, fun little things too. So, next, I am so anxious to get started on this book, the third book in the Court of Thorn and Roses series, Court of Wings and Ruin. I'm so anxious to get back to Prithian and Reese. Just very anxious to get back to the story. And this book is a thick one. Like, I thought I was reading a lot with the last book. It was like 600 and some pages, and like I think 60 chapters. This has like 80 some chapters, and I'm trying to remember how many pages. I used to be scared to read book 703 pages. I used to be scared to read big books. If I saw a book was thick, I'd be like, I'm never going to finish that. But now it's like, if the story drives, I'm just going to eat this, you know? It's just, I'm so excited. So excited. And I've been buying these because I don't want to get them and wait for them at the library and then make other people wait, because I am a slow reader and I don't get that much reading time in. So they're not that expensive. I buy them at Walmart, and then I also noticed that Target has them pretty inexpensive too, like between $13 and $15. So not bad. So that I'm going to probably be reading after the spell shot, because even though I have like 1,000 books on my TBR, I have to get back to this. I have to. It's for my mental health. So then, this is a really fun book. It was also suggested on Morgan Long's channel, a poem for every day of autumn. And it's so beautiful. You can see the light shining on the gold letters. I love the cover. The only thing I don't understand, maybe somebody could explain, is why there's fireworks. I don't get that part. But maybe somewhere else in a different country they celebrate autumn with fireworks. I don't know. But I just love the pictures. I love the little fox. And I love the fact that he kind of blends in with the book, but you kind of see him and he's kind of camouflaged. And the little tiny mushrooms. And just everything's so lovely about this cover. And so it has a poem for every day and every night of autumn. So it's been really fun, and I've been reading it, and my son likes it. He loves to hear the poem of the day. The only thing I'm a little bit about with it is that not all the poems are autumn themed. There are some, but there's a lot of them that are just way off to me. They just like, why'd you put this in here? But I guess it's not really meant to be a book that was just for autumn. I guess it's also meant to be just a collection of poetry, and it's kind of an introduction to poetry if you've never read poetry before. So that's good. But I just really like the little artwork when the new month starts. So it goes from September through November. So I've been really enjoying it. So, yeah. It's a fun thing to pick up every morning and every night and just read a poem. And I'm actually learning a lot because there's a lot of stuff about history in here, things that happened in the war, and a lot of things where people write and personify nature mixed with the battles of war. And it's just very interesting. So that's a really nice one. And then lastly, um, is this. I was really excited to get this. My son had a scholastic um, thing for, the first month of school where they could order from the scholastic. And as a very nostalgic feeling to me because I loved, not that I got stuff that much, but every once in a while when my parents could afford it, I would get something from scholastic. And I love thumbing through the little catalogs. It's just really fun. So they usually have a thing where if you spend $25 or more, you get a $5 book. So this was in the $5 books. Or was it free? I can't remember. I think you get a free book. But otherwise, it would have been $5 anyway. But I always like this. Like, I've never read the book, but I don't know. Maybe my mother read it to me before. I can't remember, but I do remember watching the cartoon when I was a kid a lot and really enjoying it. And so I was just going to keep it for myself because, well, that's what I bought it for. I bought my son other things, but he is interested. So we've been reading it the past couple of days and he really likes it. So we're going to continue to read this every night. So that was my little book. I don't know what you call it. I'm so not in practice of doing things. My fall, early winter book TBR, I guess. Not really TBR, but current reads and TBR. So, yeah, I'm just really, I don't know. Books are helping me heal, if that makes any sense. And I'm sure that people understand that. Um, I'm just really happy when I'm reading. It, it is a beautiful, wonderful escape. And yeah, so thank you again for watching, and I hope you guys are having a good day. Let me know if you like to read or if you like to listen to audiobooks or what other like activities and hobbies you like to do this time of year during the autumn. All right, have a wonderful day.